Hey, this is Edwin Ewart from Talk Loud Life Story Podcast and Video Cast. I want to thank those who's been watching my videos. I only been doing it for a few weeks, but thank you for watching. I want to say something real quick. I'm going to show you something, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to ask you a question. This right here, it's a handicap sign, right? It was on the ground a few months ago. It was on the ground. Me and my wife was out. It was snowing, and then I rode over it, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. Real quick, thinking wrong. All right, I'll hang this from my mirror so I can park in the first parking space. That was being lazy, and it's wrong because someone who really is handicapped, a physical handicap, that's their spot, you know. So as I'm supposed to put this in the mailbox, and I'm still haven't put it in the mailbox yet, but I'm supposed to put it in the mailbox so they can return to. I'm pretty sure they got another one, but it ain't mine. But I was cleaning out my truck, and I seen this handicap sticker. And I'm sitting there like, wow, okay, you got to go through a process before you can have one of these put in your car. But then I start thinking, I'm like, well, what is a handicap? Like, do you have to be in a wheelchair to have a handicap? Do you have to have a certain type of physical walk issue or whatever, you know? And like, what is a handicap? And in order for those handicaps right there, it has to be some type of reason why you can't walk from a regular parking lot to, or a regular parking space to whatever building you get in. And it's the law that each establishment has to have, and if the establishment is for public, you have to have it to where someone with a handicap sticker can park closer to the building because they have issues walking. You have to have it. And if you get caught being in there in that parking space and you don't have an issue and that card is not registered to you, you could get in trouble. So I'm gonna do this real quick. So then I sat there and said, well, okay, I got a handicap. And then my wife said, you don't got a handicap. I said, I do got a handicap. I do have a handicap. I'm going to tell you my handicap real quick. I got a bunch of handicaps, but I'm going to tell you ones that really affect me. The first one handicap that affects me is I'm addicted to food. And you want to add on to that, I'm a chef. So I could cook anything from scratch or fast food. My handicap also is it's not illegal. I wasn't born with it. I wasn't born with this handicap. I learned it. I learned this handicap. And then I learned this issue, then it became a handicap because I couldn't stop it. And how did it become a handicap? Because then I got addicted to it. Eating, I got addicted to it. You know, the average person might say, well, that ain't a handicap. Yes, it is a handicap because I can't stop it. And it's ruining my life. I'm a diabetic. I have sleep apnea. I have high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? So the list go on. I'm taking care of them now and stuff like that because I used to take needles, and now I'm only taking pills. That's my handicap. You know why it's my handicap? My handicap is something that stops you from doing something regularly. So like, for instance, a person in a wheelchair, they're handicapped because they can't walk. Or they're handicapped because they can't stand up. You got temporary handicaps because the red ones, handicap signs, is temporarily. But it's a handicap. Stops you from performing the way you're supposed to perform. Okay, so my handicap is eating, but it created something else. My handicap also is I can't walk far like I used to. I'm walking now again. You know, I never stop walking, but you get lazy. You don't want to do nothing. You know what another handicap is that with this addiction that I have with food is a handicap now? I get angry when it's time to buy clothes because I know it's going to be hard to look for, and then I got to pay extra money to look right because you're not going to just, I'm not going to just buy anything, because most of the stores, when you got clothes for big men, they got flowers and all of these crazy colors and look like you representing Hawaii. So my handicap triggers off that. So where you pay $25 for a shirt, I pay $100 for that same shirt. Why? Because my handicap requires them to use more material. Let me tell you another handicap, and we're not going to stay on that. I'm going to tell you another handicap that I got. First of all, what's your handicap? Because I'm telling you mine, and I need you to, at the end of this video, I need you to write what's your handicap. Because everybody got a handicap. What's my other handicap? God has given me so many great ideas. So many great ideas. You know, I always sit there and say, God, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a businessman. I want to be my own boss. He has given me so many ideas. And these ideas, I could be in my room, which is in the front of the house, my bedroom, which is in the front of the house. By the time I get to the kitchen, which is 32 steps, I done talk myself out of it. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Nah, that ain't gonna work. That's a handicap because I've been fighting that for years. I don't care what people say about me. But you know what? This handicap that I have, I'm my worst enemy. I'm fighting it real hard to overcome this handicap that I talk myself out of it. You know, and God ain't gonna give me nothing that's gonna, you know, I gotta put in the footwork. But I talk myself out of it. You know, even with these videos, God is like, yo, listen, share your life. Share your life and share other people's lives if they allow you. Share your life because you're not afraid to talk. Share your life. So eating, overeating, eating when I'm mad, eating when I'm sad, eating when I'm bored, that's my handicap. It changes my life. It changed my life. I don't have I do have a physical handicap because you can't be my size and not have some type of issues. Like again, I said, I have high blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea. You know, they're under control, and I'm trying so hard to lose weight, but I'm trying. That's all I could do is try. You know what I'm saying? So, like again, my handicap is my obesity and what has occurred from being obese. And my other handicap that you can't see is talking myself out of great ideas that God has given me. And I'm working on that too. And I'm doing pretty good with it. Because I talk myself, you know, this may happen. No, even with these videos, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to these videos. Ain't nobody gonna subscribe. I'm just wasting my time. Let me find something else to do. That instant gratification. And I learned, and I always say this, and I gotta live by it, God time and my time on me, but you still gotta put in the footwork. I love talking to people. I love helping people. I love making people feel better. And you can't tell me, there's nothing about a fat person or obese, whatever you want to call it, because I'm not saying pleasantly plump, fat. You can't tell me about it because I've been like this all my life and the things that I had. And I fought over it because people, you know what I'm saying, are cruel. They treat your handicap differently. You know what I'm saying? People with handicaps usually, who have handicaps, and people who claim they don't have handicaps treat people differently. So I fought for that because you ain't going to treat me differently. So what's your handicap? Mine is obese and talking myself out of great ideas. God bless y'all. This is Edwin Yale from Talk Loud Life Story. Again, podcast and videocast. Again, what is your handicap? God bless.